want to know something crazy? That is my cousin's car. This thing has been sitting here. Hey Siri, what's 32 minus 14? No way. Yes. Okay, let's talk about 18 years ago. Dude, I was a kid. I was 14 years old. And my cousin bought this 18 years ago. 18 years ago! With a dream to fix it. I remember when he bought this car. It's crazy. Okay, look. Oh, dude, it's so bad in here. There's like cobwebs everywhere. And retired spiders. When I was 14, my cousin had like this crazy dream of turning this into the Fujiwara tofu shop car. I remember when he first bought the car, he's like, I'm gonna give it the whole panda look, and on the side of it, I'm gonna put Fujiwara tofu shop. I had no idea what initial D was. I was like, oh, cool. What's that? I don't understand everything you're saying to me. He drove this thing about one time, took it and drifted it. He said it worked awesome. He loved drifting this car. But he only did that one time. Look at that. He got 30 paper cups. I have no idea. Everything's so retro. I mean, nothing is like the inside like Takumi's car. Takumi's car is like super dope. Like, I don't know what this is. I really don't. I'm curious to see what's in the glove compartment. That thing hasn't been open in 18 years, I guarantee it. Oh, gosh. Oh, look at that. Personal information. Okay. He actually has the registration in there. That's pretty impressive. It's freaking baking in this car. Okay, I'm gonna try to do my best here, guys, because it's freaking hot. I'm sweating in this car, and I doubt it has AC. But check it out. So 80s. Like, look at that. Tape player. Who has one of those? Ashtray's pretty clean. Cigarette lighter. Nobody got those. Wow, that's actually not in too bad shape. Oh, look at that. 123 miles. Considering it's a Toyota, there's probably not too much mileage there. Let's see. Let's see, the windows. Windows still work. They roll down. Whew, alright, hold on. Had to step away from that car. Way too hot in that car. Needed to cool off for just a sec. And then in the back he got, oh, at least that works. He got some speakers back here. I guess he planned on bumping some nice tunes as he drifted on the mountains of Los Angeles. Pretty bad shape, I would say, as far as interior goes. It's interesting. Let's see if the gas cap opens. And it don't. Oh no. Let's see if this bad boy comes off. Oh, it's not grabbing onto anything. Oh, you know what? I think you need the key for this. I'm not too sure, to be quite honest. Oh, look at that. We got the keys. Oh. Alright, I'm not going to try to turn this thing on because it's been so long. There's probably old gas in there. Yeah, we're going to see if the hatch opens. I didn't know the keys were in there. Just try not to look at the license plate. Oh boy. Nothing much. So obviously a spare tire goes here. I'd imagine there's like a cover that goes over it. I guess these are the tools that my cousin would dream of fixing the car with. And this was in here to hold up the trunk, I bet. It's probably never able to stay open on its own. Let's see what looking under the hood is like. I can't say I know much about this car, but this is one of the 1200 that actually came to America that was closest to Takumi's car. The GTS twin cam. If we zoom in the chassis code here, you can actually see it's an 86. This is the real deal. We're talking about 86 on the chassis code. Even if you look down at the model number, it'll say 86. And yeah, so that's the engine. Can't say I know too much about everything that Takumi's engine was. I don't know, but I do know it was America's version's closest to his car. And yeah, so that's what the under the hood looks like. How my cousin even obtained this car is kind of funny. My cousin and his friend came up on this car for 300 bucks. 300 bucks from some dude who had no idea what he had. Somewhere around the neighborhood, my cousin's buddy went up to the dude and was like, hey man, I'm in college or something, and like, I don't know what kind of pitch he gave him, but he asked him, yo, how much is that car going for? It was just sitting there in the corner of this dude's yard or something like that. The guy was just like, oh yeah, go ahead and take it for 300 bucks. Dude, and the only reason why he even bought the car is because of the anime. I didn't even know what that was at the time. I took like one look at it and got so bored because I was so used to Dragon Ball Z. But as I got older, I was like, dude, this is like the dopest anime that ever happened. Besides Samurai Champloo, and that's up for debate. But Initial D is one of my favorite animes. Anyway, they brought it here. They put this much work into it. I mean, it was running when they bought it. I'm sure the fuel pumps are not working at this point. It's been sitting for 18 years. For what it is, it's in good condition. Besides that blown out tire. So the more research I'd done on this car, the more my jaw dropped. And this is why. This car just fixed up stock. The last one sold for $40,000. And I've also heard on Bring a Trailer that it sold for $48,000. Stock. Just the way it is. And my cousin wanted to fix this thing up to the T, the way Takumi had it. And I'm sure that car would easily go for $70,000 to $80,000 to somebody who just wanted the very top car. Easily. It just needs love, and it baffles me because I'm like, dude, 18 years ago you bought this car with like the coolest dream to fix it up. And here's the funniest part of it all. The only care that ever went into this car has been this cover. This car cover situation just happened the other day. 18 years later, the car got the car cover. I don't believe it, but I have to. It's hilarious. But I do believe, to the right buyer, this car could easily sell for $14,500, maybe $15,000 as is. Because one thing I learned about these cars, the parts to fix this car is not that expensive. You could put in a little bit to get so much more out of it. It saddens me. I can't believe it's sitting here like this. Pretty crazy if you ask me. People on TikTok were like arguing this was an 88, or they were arguing that the real car is a SR5. But when you actually do like your due diligence research on the car, it's an AE86. The GTS model was the closest car that America received that was closest to Takumi's car. There was only 1,200 of these bad boys, and one of them is sitting right here. And I'm begging my cousin all the time, just fix up your car, please. Just fix it up. If not, sell it to somebody who will. That would be amazing. This was totally requested off of TikTok. People wanted to see more about the car, hear more about the story. Cliff notes, the real ones. My cousin bought this car when he was in college. Him and his buddy together saved up a little lump sum of money of a whopping 300 bucks, bought it off some dude who did not know what he had. It's in both their names. They brought it here. They were first working on it just to get it at its minimal functionality. Took it drifting, brought it back, thought they were cool, and left it there for 18 years, hoping that someday they might feel like fixing it. 18 years later, they never felt like fixing it. Even after they had more than enough resources to fix the car, and still hasn't put a dime into it. Why? Why would you do that to such a gem? There's so many people that would love this car. So many. Anyway, just a rant. This video's done. This is episode 5.